Welcome everyone to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Bray for Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center to check out the schedule and make donations in the tip jar. Today we're going to start in a reclined posture. It doesn't have to be the one I'm in. This is one option. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees stick out. And if you want, you could have props under the outsides of your legs to make the posture more passive. If that's not comfortable, you could plant your feet and let your knees lean towards each other. You could just extend your legs along the floor or scoot over by the wall or a handy piece of furniture to elevate your legs. If you want to, close your eyes, rest your hands wherever you like, on your body or on the floor. Focus on your breath. And just focusing on your breath invites it to get slower and deeper. Taking in your contact with the floor, with your props if you're using props, the movements of your breath. And just take in whatever else is going on. Scan the space you're in. What is reaching your senses from your environment? Scan your body. What signals is it giving to you? Especially noting any discomfort in your body, like soreness or stiffness, to keep these things in mind during practice, remembering that you're welcome to skip or modify any part of practice. If you wish to set an intention for your personal practice today, you can do that now. We'll give that a minute, let it finish forming and sinking in. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. Now, if you began in the position that I'm in with your knees out and your feet together, use your arms to come out of that. Raise your knees towards each other. Let the soles of your feet rest on the mat. And if you had props here, move those out of the way. Hug your knees to your chest. And simply take a few full body stretches. Inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. And as you exhale, curl up and hug your knees. And we're going to explore in the hips today. And we'll start with our strap sequence that we often do near the end of practice. I feel like it's been a while since we did this at the beginning. So grab your strap and run it under your feet, holding one end in each hand. Reach your hands and feet up towards the ceiling, letting your head, shoulder blades, and sacrum stay grounded. And point your toes up at the ceiling. And then point your toes down towards your face. Then let your feet relax. Slide them away from each other. Then draw on the strap to slide your feet back towards each other. So we're going to do the longer version of this sequence with a couple minutes in each position. Take your right foot out, press your right leg down against the ground, and flex your right foot back towards you. Holding both ends of the strap in your right hand, reach your left arm out to the side, palm up. Then draw your leg over to the right, turn your head to the left, and try to keep your shoulders grounded. And just feel into it, into the hips, and see where your leg wants to go. So you could just be supporting it where it is, or guiding it over further, backing off if you need to, if something hurts or resists too much. And the action of the breath can do a lot, especially on the exhales. You might just feel your leg wanting to go over a little further. So the strap is just gentle guiding tension. We're exploring, not looking to force anything, not aiming at a target. You can play with different positions for your arm. Sometimes I like to let my elbow rest on the ground and support the arm. And sometimes it feels better to have the arm extended and in the air. Bring it all back to center. Take the strap in your left hand. Press your right hand down on the front of your right hip. Let your arm and your leg drift over to the left. Very gently, bring those limbs back up to center. Raise your right leg and step into the strap. Take your left foot out, press your left leg down, and flex your left foot back. Reach your right arm to the side. Draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. Come on back up to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Press down on the front of your left hip. And let your limbs come over to the right. Nice and easy, come back up to center. Lift your left leg. Draw your knees in. Set the strap aside. Hug your knees and rock and roll from the side. Your back against the ground. And take your time to make your way up to a seat by rocking back and forth or tipping to one side and pressing your hands to the floor, whichever way you prefer to sit up. You could just sit on the floor or sit on some props like I'm going to do here. Hips are nice and warmed up here. Elevating the seat and sitting on the forward edge of some support. Let's the pelvis tilt forward. Opening those hips. Which that really took no effort after that scap sequence. You look great. Let your arms hang loose by your sides. And raise your right shoulder up towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And then your left shoulder up and back and down. Let your chin drop towards your chest. Slowly and gently roll your head in circles. Or if there are tight spots, pause as needed, rock back and forth over the tight spots. And let's change direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin to face forward. Reach your arms out to the sides and rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the left. Stay grounded in both sides of the seat. Let your head be wherever your neck feels comfortable. Inhale, come up. As you exhale, float the right hand to the floor behind you. Bring your left hand to your right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. With each exhale, just see if there's a little further to go. Let yourself unwind, come to center. On an inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, reach to your right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into your other twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind and come to the center. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. You could tip forward like that, or tip to the side. Reach your left foot back, press the ball of your foot against the mat. On an inhale, reach your right arm out to the side, palm facing down. On an inhale, pick your left foot up, reach back, like you want to make a footprint on the wall. Bend your knee, reach back. If you can take hold of your foot or ankle, kick against your hand, lift your knee and your chin. And if you can't, take hold of your foot or your ankle, it's okay. Release, lower your knee and your hand. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. 2 or 3 more times. After your next exhale, come back to table. Reach back and press against the ball of your right foot. On an inhale, raise your left arm to the side. On an inhale, pick your foot up, reach straight back. Bend your knee, reach back, and see about taking that bind. Release, lower down, and take those cow and cat breaths again. And then let's step into a forward fold, step 1 foot forward and then the other, and hang out exploring movement in your fold, swaying back and forth. Bending one leg as you lengthen the other. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, open your arms, reach out to the sides. As you exhale, you can reach for your shoulder blades to hug yourself, or take eagle arms if it's in your practice. If you take eagle, then reach up and forward. On an inhale, open up again. As you exhale, cross your arms the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up towards your hands. Lift your heart. On an inhale, come upright. As you exhale, bend to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale to come up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. And on an exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms facing down. Gripping the floor with your right hand, walk your left hand in towards you, press away from the floor. So you rock up onto your right hip, opening the right front of the right shoulder against it. You could just stay here. This can be a lot. You could just breathe there. If you want to explore further, you can lift your left leg away from the right and let your heel drift back. If that feels okay, you can bend your knee. And just let the weight of your leg hang. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. So don't push the foot down. Just allow it to fall if it wants to. Your breath brings you out. And maybe that hip opens some more. Different kind of opening for the hip than the strap work, because with the strap work, the leg is extended, here the leg is bent. And of course, we also get in some really deep shoulder opening here. Speaking of which, if you wanted to, you could reach your left hand up and rotate your arm in the shoulder socket like this. You could also bend your arm, bring the back of your hand to your back. If you moved your left hand, bring it back here, plant it by your face, press into it to stabilize. And if you moved your left leg, take your time to raise the foot, straighten the leg, and bring it forward, and then let it down. Important for your hip to do that by stages. Take our time rewinding. Walk your hands back out, come to rest on your belly. Rest on your chin or rest on one cheek if it's not comfortable to be resting on your chin, and just take a few breaths. Maybe you can notice a difference in how the right shoulder and the left shoulder feel, or the left hip and the right hip. Now grip the floor with your left hand. And start to walk your right hand in, press away from the floor, rock onto your left side. Stay like that, or if you like, open your legs. Let the right foot drift back. Maybe bend your knee. See what happens there. And you can keep your right hand where it is or explore that rotation in your shoulder or that half bind with that arm. Nice and slowly, if you move your right hand, bring it back over by your chin. And if you move to right leg, take your time rewinding. And then walking your right hand back out to the side, pausing for those few noticing breaths, scanning your body. Bring your hands in under your shoulders. Press into your hands and inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height you like. Listen to your lower back, and it's right through your body. Look over your right shoulder, look for your right heel. And then come back through center, look over your left shoulder and look for your left heel. Exhaling, rock back through table. Curl your toes under. Press into your feet to lift your knees. And press into your hands to lift your tail. Pedal your feet up and down. Finding a little more length in your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to plank. Exhale and lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale to rock back and up to downward dog. Take 3 cleansing breaths and lower down gently into child's pose. Inhale, come forward and up to table. Inhale, reach straight back in the air through the sole of your left foot. Exhale, draw your knee towards your left elbow. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, reach back, lengthen the leg. Exhale, come forward and maybe go past the elbow on the outside if there's room for them. The next time you reach back, let that be the last one for this side. Let the knee down. Then the right leg in, back. Exhale and draw the knee towards the right elbow. When we say towards, because not everyone can touch the knee to the elbow or come past the elbow. So again, the direction, not the destination. You can see what you can do. But the next time you reach back, you have the last one there. Exhale, let the knee down. Step your left foot forward, and then your right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands down. And we're going to play with a standing balance. That's a variation of pigeon pose. In some ways, it's more challenging because we're going to balance. But it's less challenging because we're not going to put the body weight on top of the bent knee, which can be problematic for a lot of folks. So as far as balancing, feel free to step over by a wall or a nice steady piece of furniture to have that to reach out onto as needed, or you can hold on to it the whole time. You can have one hand at your heart or both. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. Bring the weight into your right leg. Lift your left knee. Keep the right knee soft and bouncy. Cross the left ankle above the right knee. And then turn the left knee down towards the floor. Flex the left foot up towards the shin. Keep pressing your hand to your sternum. If you're using both hands here, press them together. And start to sit like there's a couch or a bench back there. You can sit down cross-legged. So pressing the hands to center line helps stabilize things. And you can think of your elbows approaching your knee and your foot. Doesn't matter if any of that touches. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I never know until I'm in the process whether my elbows are going to touch the front leg or not. I think maybe. Here's my elbow on the knee. So when they do touch, it's nicely stabilized. And when they don't, it's not the problem. You can come out anytime and start over. I started the fall, so I grabbed the wall. You need to undo the whole thing and start over. That's fine too. We'll just be a couple more breaths. Seems like a long time. Inhale, start to lengthen the right leg. Cross, release. Take the right leg and anything else you want to achieve. Resetting before we do the other side. Shaking just feels good. Drinking feels good too. Very hot here today. Hot and humid. Hands by your heart when you're ready. Shift back and forth. And when you're ready for it, bring the weight into your left leg. Take your time, raise the right knee, keep the left knee soft. Cross right ankle above left knee. And dial the right knee towards the floor. Flex the right toes up towards the shin. And just take your time, releasing down. Spine stays nice and long. So we use core strength here, obviously we use legs. The action is deep hip over. Or the aim, I should say. There's a lot of action here. And there's breath. There's pressing hands to center line. Let's take them out. Take your time and strength in the slowness. Shake as needed. And let's have a seat. Breathe as needed. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down. Let your knees bend as needed. Inhaling, think of coming forward. Exhaling, think of lowering down. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs. Sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart to whatever degree is okay for you. Walk your hands down your legs, fold again. If you'd rather, you can rest your hands on the mat or on the block at center line. Walk your hands forward that way. If it doesn't work for you, to walk your hands down your legs today. Inhaling, walk your hands back with your torso. Use your arms to assist your legs. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your heels in towards your pelvis. Interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes between your hands. Wriggle on your seat. Get the bones in your seat closer to the ground. Tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fin. Fold forward, hinging from the hips. Word salad going on. Long spine at first, folding forward. And then let your neck relax, your head dip, breathe into your hips. If you like, if it feels good to you, you can press your arms down against the inside of your legs. So that is the hips open further. Can be a little massage aspect to it as well, the elbows massaging the big thigh muscles. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and nudge your knees towards each other. Rest your feet on the floor. Rest your hands on the floor back here. Lean into them. Walk your feet out by the edges of the mat. Let your knees go to the left. Turn your head to the right. And come back to your center. Knees to right, head to left. Keep going. Pause where you like if it feels good to take a pause. Bring your feet in closer. Make your way down onto your back. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. We're going to play with a one-legged bridge variation. So same motion in the hips that we do in bridge, but we're just doing it with one foot on the floor instead of both. I find it helpful to think of, as you lift the hips, think of your left knee drawing forward in line with your left toes. Press into your foot and inhale to lift your hips up. You can also press your hands and arms against the floor for stability. Exhale, lower down. Then explore just a few times, floating up and down at your own pace. And let the next time you lower down be the last one. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms up. Let your legs fall to the right and turn your head to the left. slowly bring everything back up through center. Then let your legs go to the left and turn your head to the right. Bring everything back up to center. Uncross your legs, plant your right foot. Then cross your left ankle above the right knee. Bring your hands back down by your hips again, palms down. Help stabilize your bridge variation. Inhale, lift your hips. If you like, pause like I'm doing at the top of the first one for a few breaths. Or just start floating up and down if you don't like hanging out with this. When you're ready, exhale, lower down. And explore for a few breaths your own pace. Now let's make this the last one. Next time you lower down. Reach your arms out to the sides again. Let your legs go to the left, then turn your head to the right. Come up slowly through center and twist the other way. Come on up through center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees in. Hug your knees and rock and roll. Then reach your feet up. Reach your hands up, grab your legs or your feet. And play with moving your arms and legs around. Just exploring whatever movements feel good in your body. And whenever you've had enough time inverting, you can make your way to your final resting pose. Closing your eyes if you like. Focusing on your breath. Or reflecting back on the intention you chose for your practice. Or giving yourself permission to not focus so much at all. Start taking some deeper breaths. And moving around little by little. Taking your time. Working up to bigger and bigger movements. Moving mindfully and gently. When you're ready, sit yourself up. Bring your hands by your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.